When it comes to secret societies, not the legitimate ones, okay? And then also for everything good, there's everything bad. So polarity. So bear with me. I'm speaking about the diabolical ones, okay? So when it comes to secret societies, the diabolical ones, and people who practice dark arts, in order for their magic to work, they have to gain access. They need your permission. And the way that you give them that is through your energy, your emotions, which is why it's important that we heal. And usually, when we're brought up by people who practice, especially those who practice sacrifices, right? Those who still practice sacrifices, which there are and they do, that's going to be a whole nother topic later down the road. I'm not ready for that one yet, but the way that they do it is that they groom you to be a sacrifice. And the way they groom you is by you being spiritually, physically, and mentally attacked through your entire life. The reason being that they like to start at an early age, one that gives them control to know how to manipulate you, to know how to control your mind, because since they are the ones that inflicted the pain upon you, they know what to trigger in you, how to trigger you, how to manipulate. You know how there's like the guy with the strings like that? That's exactly what this is. And they like to do that at an early age so that they can have a grip on you, so that they can have control over you. They also take light in controlling the narrative. So they're control. I was gonna curse. They're control freaks. We're just gonna call them that. They're control freaks, where they need to control all aspects of your life. And even if you think for a minute that you have some type of, so they see you as property, right? They see you as property. That's why if you ever choose to remove yourself from them, they don't know what to do, and they'll go as far as to try to take you out because they think that you're their property. That's just how their mind goes. They're like, it's like that saying, like when parents go, I brought you into this earth, I could take you out. These people really feel like that. And if they are connected to dark covens, cults, secret societies, they probably sold you to these cults because whatever they serve, they don't have energy of their own. So they have to harvest it. They have to harvest the energy. You know how we go to the gym and we make energy and we got more energy, or we eat healthier, we get more energy, or we do things for self-care, and that allows us to replenish ourselves and get more energy, because that's what we need in order to sustain ourselves. In order to survive, we need energy. Think about it. When you go to work and you perform a task, right? And then you get a paycheck. It's an exchange for your energy. You going over there doing the work that you're supposed to do, providing a service for them. Then in return, they give you a payment, right? So for these people, in order for them to make it to work, because they don't have energy of their own, they have to steal it. And so they do that. They can't just be like, yeah, let me just, how we see in the movies, like the vampires, they're like, I want to suck your blood, right? No, these people, it's kind of like that, but they don't want your blood. They need your energy. And so they can't just come in and be like, I'm eating. Okay, I'm gonna stop. They can't just come in and take, and just grab in and then suck your energy like that. They have to create um, energetic cords, like a straw. Like energetically, they'll put a straw in, like through your wounds. So whatever wounds you have, so if it's betrayal, they're gonna betray you or trigger that wound, and then now there's an energetic straw that's connected there. Now this is how they're able to siphon it. So through molestation, right? Um, they are able to harvest harvest the energy through XCX, which is the most powerful form of energy, right? So they're able to do it like that, which is why a lot of us got abused, right? And it kept happening over and over and over again because that's what they needed. And so because they already, like, that's a form, right? But the other, and then so that's a form, right? So they went ahead and like did a bang bang. So I'm going to steal the energy, and then I'm just going to leave you emotionally, physically, and mentally unstable in such a way that I know what to trigger so that I can get the energy out whenever I want. So you're just like a supply source. Unbeknownst to you, that's what you were. At least that's what I was, right? And so as long as I kept walking around reminiscing on, well, I was abused by my uncle and the neighbor and the other neighbor and my mom's boyfriend and her friends, right? And I kept that same story, right? Now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, so nobody noticed that. It was because it was orchestrated to be so, because that was the purpose of, like, that was my role at that time, right? And so as I speak on it, I've healed from it because this is for God's to glorify God. Because although these people try to sacrifice me, I'm still here. I'm still standing, and it's through the grace of God, because these people were non-believers. They worship Hashatan, right? And so because they worship Hashatan, God is using me to show them, hey, hello, she belongs to me. I'm here. No, don't touch her, type of scenario, right? And I'm supposed to heal. I'm supposed to heal because I also learned that this is what I signed up for, which is how also I got a better perspective in life, a better grip in life. It was like when it was time for me to exit, God came in and he was like, okay, you said you was going to wake up at this age and that you were going to heal, and that, this is part of your contract. Look, right? So my perspective on life changed. Everything that I went through wasn't for nothing. Now I'm able to teach on it. I'm able to speak on it. I'm able to bring awareness on it. And so helping others heal from it, helping others understand that they're not alone, and that we go through things and we experience things. And it's not because God doesn't love us. It's sometimes we choose to go through certain things for the betterment of humanity, for God's purpose. We come here under contract. There are experiences that we choose to go through and overcome with the purpose of going back to God and finding God. Even the people who did these things, even the people in the secret societies who practice dark magic, they too are angels. They're just fallen angels, right? They too have gifts. They just use it for demonic purposes, right? They too are childs of God, but they chose to serve Hashatan, right? And so because they forgot who their creator was, God uses us to remind them, like, hey, remember me, your creator? And then he sends some of us into these dark realms so that we can be a reflection of him. And we can show them, like, hey, remember the light? Okay. I have to go. But I wanted to create these 2 videos really quickly because I didn't create anything yesterday. I was like relaxing with the children. So I hope this helps. Remember, we are all powerful, and we can overcome anything that's thrown our way through God that strengthens us, because he loves us. No matter what we're doing or what we've done, like, God has seen it all. Even with the dark, diabolical ones, God is still inside of you too. He loves all of us.